Most men spend their lives chasing women, trying to impress them, please them, win them. But what if I told you she's not as powerful as she looks? Behind the makeup, the confidence, the mind games, there are cracks, invisible weaknesses in the female psychology that almost no man sees. Not because they're not there, but because men are too distracted to notice them. You see, women have emotional pressure points, hidden fears, validation loops, addictions to attention, drama, and control. And once you know where they are, you stop being the one chasing. You become the one she can't figure out, the one she keeps thinking about at 2 a.m. and can't explain why. This video isn't about manipulation, it's about awareness, about finally understanding what no one teaches you. The 10 hidden weaknesses inside every woman's mind that can either break you or make her obsessed with you. So buckle up, because once you see the truth, you'll never unsee it. Let's begin. Number 1, validation. She posts a photo, waits, scrolls, refreshes, smiles. Not because she likes the photo, but because you liked it. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Most women walk through life not knowing who they are until someone reflects it back to them. And the stronger the man, the more powerful that reflection becomes. She doesn't crave love first. She craves attention. And attention from the right man is her drug. It starts small. You double tap. You reply fast. You validate her beauty, her opinions, her value. And suddenly, she's addicted, not to you, but to how she feels around you. She needs your eyes on her to feel alive. That's not love. That's psychological hunger. But here's where it flips. The moment you pull back, the second you become calm, centered and unbothered, she spirals. Because a silence from a high-value man hurts more than rejection from 100 average ones. So stop being another set of hands clapping for her show. She's seen those before. Be the man whose validation is earned, rare, valuable, unspoken, and you'll become the one she thinks about in the mirror every single night. Because a woman who craves your attention will chase your silence harder than she ever chased love. Weakness number 2, emotional roller coaster. She says she wants peace, but when she gets it, she gets bored, because deep down, she's addicted to chaos. She grew up chasing emotional spikes, not stability. Movies, drama, heartbreak, that's what shaped her nervous system. So when you're calm and centered, she doesn't feel safe. She feels restless, because peace feels like nothing, but chaos, that feels like home. This is why she picks fights when things are going well. This is why she pushes you away right after a deep moment. Her brain is wired to need emotional turbulence, to feel alive. And here's the catch. She'll never admit it, but the man who learns how to guide that chaos owns the dynamic. Most guys react. They get emotional, argue, chase, trying to restore the peace. But the grounded man doesn't flinch. He rides a storm. He uses the spikes to anchor his presence. And that contrast drives her crazy, because in a world of emotional instability, you become the calm in her hurricane, not by silencing the storm, but by making her feel safe inside it. That's not control. That's masculine mastery. And the more she spirals, the more she clings to the one man who never gets pulled in. Now I've shown you 2 of the most hidden weaknesses that women will never admit. But here's what I want to know from you. Speech balloon, which one hit you the hardest? Was it her addiction to validation, her emotional chaos, or the one that made you rethink everything? Drop the number below. And if this video gets 100 comments, I'll drop a follow-up. Movie camera, the 5 best psychological tactics to seduce a woman, scientifically proven. Let's make it dangerous. Weakness number 3, fear of losing. She can handle losing a man as long as she understands him. But the second she can't predict you, you become her obsession. Because what she can't control, she can't stop thinking about. Most guys hand over blueprint, text patterns, emotional availability, too much honesty too soon. She maps it, she masters it, she gets bored. But the high-value man, He moves like smoke, clear intentions, mysterious patterns, emotionally available, but never emotionally owned. She tries to decode him, but every attempt only deepens a mystery. And that's when obsession begins. Weakness number 4, comparison trauma. Every woman carries the ghost of a man she couldn't keep. He was cold, unbothered, dominant, and even if she hated him, he left a blueprint of power in her nervous system. So when you walk in with softness, approval, and neediness, her body remembers that contrast, and suddenly you're forgettable. But when you move like the ghost she couldn't tame, she feels it in her chest, in her gut, and in that moment, she compares. And you win. Weakness number 5, delayed emotional processing. Women don't break during the fight. They break in silence. 2 days later, 3 days after, because emotion doesn't hit them like a punch. It seeps in like poison. So while you're texting her like nothing happened, she's reliving every word you said, every pause, every silence, until her emotions spiral out of control. The man who understands this doesn't chase an instant reaction. He knows the storm comes later, and he's prepared to lead through it. Weakness number 6, shame wound around femininity. She was told to be soft, then punished for it. So now, she hides her femininity behind sarcasm, control, or hyperindependence. But that softness, it's still there. It's just buried beneath pain. And only one kind of man brings it out, the grounded masculine presence, who makes her feel safe enough to surrender again, not by force, not by begging, but by existing like a man who needs nothing and accepts everything. Weakness number 7, need to feel chosen among competition. She doesn't want a man who only wants her. She wants a man who could have anyone but chose her anyway. That's the dark truth most men never understand. You give her your undivided attention too soon. You stop flirting with the world. You act like she's your only option. And in doing so, you kill the game. Because what excites her isn't you choosing her. It's that you didn't need to. She wants to feel like she climbed a mountain to get to you. That she outshined every other woman who wanted your energy, your time, your loyalty. It's evolutionary. Back in tribal days, the woman who could lock down the most powerful man ensured survival. That wiring never left. So when you give her the throne before she's earned it, she questions your value. But when you move like the prize, like a man who doesn't chase, doesn't fold, who lives on purpose and lets her orbit around your gravity, she feels blessed to be chosen, not entitled. Blessed. And that's when she starts investing. Time, emotion, loyalty. She doesn't fall in love with attention. She falls in love with the battle it took to earn it. Weakness number 8. There's a reason she tests you. A reason she pushes boundaries, challenges your frame, acts like she wants to dominate you. It's not because she wants to win. It's because she never had a man strong enough to hold her. Her father might have been emotionally absent, overly controlling, or simply inconsistent. So now, her subconscious keeps asking every man she meets the same question. Will you collapse like he did? She doesn't do this consciously. It's hardwired. She'll say things that trigger you. She'll create drama out of thin air. She'll withdraw love just to see if you beg for it. And the moment you react, you confirm her fear. You are not the man she can trust to lead her. But if you pass the test, if you hold your ground, if your voice stays calm, if your energy stays rooted like an unshakable tree, she feels safe, not just as a woman, but as the little girl inside her who's been waiting for someone to finally take control without taking advantage. That's when she softens. That's when the chaos ends. That's when she finally surrenders. Not because she's weak, but because she finally feels strong enough to stop fighting. Weakness number 9, biological urge. You want to seduce a woman? Don't just talk to her. Make her feel. Logic is a language for men. But women, they're wired to bond through emotional intensity. It's not just romantic. It's evolutionary. When a woman experiences highs and lows with you, her brain releases oxytocin, the bonding chemical. She starts associating you with emotional depth. So when your conversations are flat, predictable, logical, safe, she forgets you. But when you spark curiosity, stir tension, and then release it with moments of warmth or dominance, she's hooked. Think about your favorite movie. It's not just the story, it's the feeling it gave you. That's exactly how a woman attaches. So don't try to impress her with facts. Impress her nervous system. Make her feel seen, triggered, excited, uncertain, turned on. Make her feel something so intense she can't stop thinking about you. That's how you become unforgettable. And the best part? She won't even know why she's addicted to you. She'll just know that no one else feels the same. Weakness number 10. Fear of complete submission. She dreams of surrendering, of letting go, of falling into the arms of a man so powerful, so stable, that she forgets how to pretend to be strong. But here's the paradox. That dream terrifies her, because to submit, she has to be seen, fully, without the mask, without the control, without the story she's told herself just to survive. And when she stands in front of that man, the one who sees through her games, the one who doesn't flinch, the one who doesn't need her to be anything but what she already is, her soul shakes, not out of fear, but out of recognition. She's found him. But now the real test begins. Will she let herself fall? Will she risk being hurt again? Will she allow a man to lead her into herself? And here's where most men fail. They either try to force submission or run when she resists. But the grounded man, he stands still. He doesn't push. He doesn't chase. He becomes a calm in her storm. And when she realizes he's not there to control her, but to hold her through her chaos, she gives in, not because she has to, but because her soul finally feels safe enough to stop pretending.